Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. We have a big Saturday morning React-TOONS today because we'll be watching the penultimate episode of the Robotech series. That's right, episode 84 Dark Finale is on our horizon, but there's one hill yet to climb, friends, and its name is Reflex Point. There's nothing to it but to do it, friends. Before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Somehow I'm on my way to 10K, so any subs would be greatly appreciated, my friends. And if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time for the penultimate episode of Robotech, episode 84, Dark Finale. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And for the second to last time this series, away we go! Penultimate fanfare. Second to last. Never thought I'd say that. It's been a long and winding fanfare-filled road, my friends. And yet here we are. Oh, Robotech. I want this story to end as awesomely as it's been told. I'm confident they can stick the landing here. I will be interested to see if it actually works out, but just because of we know that how complicated it is, not because they are incapable of sticking a landing. We're working with 3 properties here, so I don't expect a whole lot of tying in and things like that, but I'll take what I can get. I want New Generation's tale to be kind of wrapped up, and this has been absolutely, I've really liked New Generation, everybody. Some of the best overall episodes of Robotech, and probably the greatest collection of best episodes have come from New Generation, in my humble opinion, but who knows? All right, Dark Finale. Give it to me.
The ships of Admiral Rick Hunter's expeditionary force prepare for the final assault on the Invid
2044.
Any sign of Admiral Hunter yet? No, sir, no indication at all. The SDF-3 never materialized from hyperspace on that last jump.
What?
Attack Group 3 will remain in reserve awaiting the arrival of Admiral Hunter. Using protoculture cloaking device to avoid detection by Invid sensors. We must wait until the ground forces have cleared a path to Reflex Point.
Okay. Oh, look, Lunk's in armor.
We've still got a protoplex energy barrier and a couple thousand of those Invid shock troopers to get through, remember? Now let me go over our plan of attack.
Oh, man.
We've got to send our cyclones in to secure some ground before we can commit our fighters.
Really?
Jeepers, I'm so excited I could just scream!
This is gonna be a heck of a party.
Forget it. You're not coming. This is strictly a military operation.
What?
Believe me, you all are lucky to get out of it.
I'm sorry, guys, but none of us knows what might be happening in there.
We're in agreement with this?
Personally, I'm in no big hurry to get myself killed.
It's not fair to break us up like this. We're a team, we're a family. You can't just tell us to split up.
I mean, they came all this way.
I suppose this is goodbye then. Scott, good luck.
Oh, boy. Well, that's a bummer.
Okay, 1st Battalion, mount your cyclones and prepare to move. Put that barrier out of commission.
All right, here we go. A ground assault against the Invid. I am not confident.
Until we meet again.
I don't like this.
You won't go and get married behind my back. Do you promise?
I won't.
I don't like this.
Well, what do you know? Can you believe it? This crazy army made me a soldier again. Be seeing ya.
So long, Ron.
I don't like this.
Hey, goodbye, Scott! Bring him home safe! Oh, brother. I should have figured that's how he'd say farewell.
I'm glad Rand didn't salute.
Goodbye, my friends. Whatever happens now, at least I'll know the 3 of you will get out alive.
I mean, I understand it, but
1st Battalion, forward.
for some reason I thought that it would be just our squad going in. Oh my God, Lunk's in with them. Great.
Their thoughts torn between the enemy stronghold ahead and the 3 brave companions left behind, perhaps never to be seen again.
Oh, this is...
Annie, the time has come for a little well-meaning insubordination. A man's got to do what a man's got to do. Got it?
I'm not against it.
Killed without somebody to look after him.
Look, wait!
We're gonna leave Annie by herself, I guess. This is just gonna be one great big fight, isn't it?
Laser, tin head.
Lunk, be careful, man.
I'll show you how to handle this thing.
Annie,
What the heck are you doing here?
Well, what does it look like I'm doing?
helping her friend.
Well, I suppose I ain't got much choice in the matter, but try to keep your eyes on the road, will ya?
That's the spirit. Come on, let's move!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this.
This time we have the power to defend ourselves. Korg, I call upon you to defend.
Oh boy.
It will be my pleasure and my privilege. They will be destroyed.
Wait, you mustn't!
Marlene.
You've lived with them too long, Ariel. Or should I call you Marlene? Stand aside.
Marlene, just punch your way through.
Have we forgotten our past? Have we forgotten that our own planet was stolen from us? What gives us the right to inflict the same evil on these people?
That is a great point.
We've traveled far, and yet we have learned nothing, Sarah, nothing.
Ah, I thought you almost had her. Guys, let's not fly into it.
We did it. We've reached the barrier. Okay, boys, get in there.
That's an interesting weapon. A shield destabilizer, like messes with the frequency, I guess. I really like that.
Look at all the wildflowers, poppies, marigolds, buttercups.
Yeah, but I don't like the looks of that begonia up ahead.
Let's hope that's not like the flower of life. Everybody starts tripping balls.
Huh? Ran, 12 o'clock!
It's okay. I got you covered.
I'm all right.
She lost a wheel. She can't convert.
If I'd left him to you, you'd be a pile of smoking rubble by now.
Rand.
You what? What do you mean?
I meant exactly what I said. I'm fond of you, that's all. It's not the end of the world.
I don't know what to say.
You didn't know that, Rook? Come on. Oh!
Pretty nice shooting there, cowboy.
That was a hell of a shot.
All the girls that way, don't you?
No, not all the girls. Only the ones who can shoot a laser rifle better than I can.
There we go.
Do you get the feeling she wants us to follow along?
That seems to be the idea, so we're gonna follow her.
Oh my God, he's gonna be a big problem.
Yep, I get the impression these army flyboys are a little rusty at it, so I think we'll just have to give them a few pointers.
Yeah, you guys have way more experience than they do. Look how slow it is. That's awesome. Reminds me of Max's, the blue and white. Always does.
I just saw something very peculiar. There it is again. It's some kind of a vapor cloud.
Is that Marlene?
It can't be.
It's her. Somehow. Who is that?
You're wrong, Ariel. I have learned to love my enemy and to betray my own people. Forgive me.
Oh, wow. I got chills. Come on. Woo!
Don't ask me to explain. I cannot. In saving your life, I have forfeited my own.
Sarah!
No, no, no.
Marlene, is it you? Is it really you?
At first, I thought that was Scott that got shot, but it was Lancer, obviously.
Why is it this puny species can make our people abandon their duty? This shall not go unpunished.
Oh, wow. He is tearing us apart. Somebody made a great point. It'd be great to see him against Max. I'm here for that, too.
Can't you understand? We're only trying to find a place where we can live in peace and security.
Well, let's talk.
I am neither human nor completely invid. I am a new form of life that is a blending of the two. My friends, follow me into the central core, the heart of the invid civilization. There, all your questions will be answered.
How are you doing this?
Listen, Mint, if you're scared, you can hop out of the Jeep at any time.
I'm not slowing down, but
That bright light, what is it?
he's going right in. Oh, cool graphics. The red in the background's awesome.
I told you two to stay put. You're not soldiers.
If we're not soldiers, we don't have to follow your orders, do we?
And look how far they got.
The hive has been contaminated.
The Regis.
You have come here seeking to look upon the face of the Invid. So be it. You shall see. Hey!
Oh, that was an awesome shot with the multi-directional shadows.
I am the soul and the spirit. I have guided my people across the measureless cosmos, from a world that was lost to a world that was found. I am the Mother. You are surprised. So were we when we discovered that the planet to which we were led by the flower of life was already inhabited.
Are those two faces? They are. I never noticed that.
The Invid life force will not be denied.
No, that's not right.
We can cohabitate. I mean,
They are the enemies of our people.
If they oppose us, it's because we are trying to do the same thing to them that was
Self-defense
done to
is
us
not
so many
aggression.
years ago. Perhaps if we could begin again, we might be able to find a way for our two peoples to share this planet together in peace.
I'm sorry, but you know that's not possible.
why not?
Far above, there are many others who agree with Lunk's combative sentiments.
Oh boy.
Prepare to engage the enemy. And between you and me, Sparks, if our mission doesn't prove successful,
Sparks?
I've been ordered by Admiral Hunter himself to obliterate the planet completely.
What?
I'm no different a person now than I was then. Why have your feelings changed so?
You're an alien.
Come on.
Yes, they are confused because they feel I have betrayed them, but they're not full of hatred.
Their confusion.
It is the genetic instinct of their species to destroy whatever they cannot understand.
I'd love to say that that's not true, but
But as far as you're concerned,
See, Ariel, violence is as natural to them as breathing.
you attacked him!
You say that this species is guilty of murdering and making slaves of their enemies, but how is that any different from what
exactly
we are
what
doing
you-
on this planet?
So,
Yep. You adopted the Master's ways. Robotech Masters attacked, doing the same thing.
What are you saying? This pathetic species you've become so fond of cannot be allowed to stand in the way of our future.
He's a zealot. I mean, I can't really say that. He's just a patriot for the Invid. Scott, I'm not sure you can take him, bud.
Okay, Cork, buddy, I've got you now.
I don't know, Scott. Come on. That's a hell of a mecha he has. And he's good with it. Look at that.
they have come. From beyond the stars, the dark tides of shadow have come to engulf us again.
Oh, wow! I didn't know there were that many ships in the whole universe!
She's viewing him like the Masters, though. She's viewing him like the Robotech Masters.
well, that does it. Any hope of a peaceful settlement
Yeah.
has just gone down the drain.
If they attack, if they launch the attack, we just have to stop them. We have to get up there and talk to somebody. Is this the end of the episode?
Next on
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, everybody, we just finished watching the penultimate episode of Robotech, episode 84, Dark Finale. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everyone, we just finished Dark Finale, the 84th episode of the Robotech series. We have one adventure left, my friends. What an incredible travel this has been. And again, I'll save all that for next time, but just know that I have enjoyed every second of this, friends. And this episode was no different. I was a little pissed at the beginning when it looked like they were benching Rook, Rand, and Annie. Do I understand it? 1,000%. We have a military operation that's currently going on and what are essentially 3 civilians. I would argue that they would have conscripted at least Rook and Rand, you know, into the fight in some manner. And I'm sure they could have found something for Annie to do that would have, I'm not saying that they should pigeonhole her somewhere, but to keep her safe, you know. There has to be like a supply host or something like that, you know, with the expeditionary force where she would have been at least a little bit safe. And honestly, there's no place safe. As soon as the Invid target you, you know. But again, these guys have shadow technology, so I don't know exactly how that would work out, but it looks like at least the battle's not pitched. It looks like it's definitely going in the way of our defenders, more so than we've seen any fight so far. I'm not saying that we're winning by any stretch of the imagination, but it's certainly not something where we're getting our asses kicked either. And that's sort of been the matter of the day. Just kidding. Anytime we've seen a big host, they've been absolutely destroyed. And so, we've come across their wreckage, fields and fields of destroyed mecha and dead. Anytime that the humans gather in mass, they've been attacked by the Invid, and the Invid have won, with the exception of this one, which is still undecided, but definitely we're having a better showing this time around. I like what they're doing with the kind of the comparative. It was a really good approach by Marlene, to basically say, hey, you know what? We're doing the exact same thing that the Robotech masters did to us. And again, this was all, you can lay the entirety of this conflict. I'm talking from the very beginning at Zor's feet. Zor is the one that poked and prodded the Invid, took the protoculture, basically, which led the Zentradi to Earth. All of it. There's really not much you can say about that. Zor is the culprit when it comes to the aggression that has really launched the entirety of the series of Robotech. But I think that is the absolute way to the Regis's heart, so to speak, or at least to a negotiating table, is to make that comparison. You've become that which made you. It's the age-old thing. You adopted the tactics of the person that bested you in the hopes of being able to best them or best somebody else or make yourselves more powerful, whatever it happens to be. You want to be on the winning side, so you adopt the playbook of the winning side. In this case, it was the Masters, and now we've seen that kind of come to fruition throughout the course of New Generation. I like too how they're working in some of the the character beats that I was hoping they would work in. Rand basically making his proclamation for the first time that Rook actually heard it. That he cares for, that, she's somebody that even above and beyond the rest of the group, he has feelings for. And I love that. And I think that it's awesome too that, again, we've seen that, kind of relationship blooming, or at least on her end, that almost, unrequited love or infatuation. I think infatuation's too weak a word, that she has for Lancer, and I think Lancer's going to eventually see that if he hasn't already. It's really cool. But the number one that I am very interested in has been the one that is basically at the center of everything, really. And that's because Scott was our first person that we saw. He was our lead narrator. We followed him the entire time, just like one of the other members of the group. And Marlene and Ariel. I think Marlene has become one of my very favorite characters in all of Robotech. I'm going to tell you this, and this isn't me trying to be argumentative or, shocking or anything like that. I think, and I think that's ridiculous to even kind of put that quantifier on it because it's an opinion, but I think Marlene has been by far and away our best example of an alien that we've had so far. I'm including Zor, I'm including Miria. I think that, even like Britai, and we've had examples of really cool like Zentradi and Masters and things like that. But I think that this kind of representation that Ariel, the hybrid that she is between Marlene and Ariel, basically, is the one that has given us the best journey. You know what I mean? Miria, again, she was a great character, but I don't really see her journey as being one of like bridging the gap between the Zentradi and the humans or the Micronians, which she did. That's exactly what was the ultimate effect. But it wasn't necessarily her original goal. What definitely wasn't her original goal, but I think it was more of a happenstance thing that happened because she and Max kind of fell in love. And, and again, that's sort of just that in and of itself bridged the gap and worked itself out. And of course, Zor, I give Zor a lot of grief, especially during Masters. But again, he had memory issues. He really couldn't understand until the very, very end when he basically sacrificed himself. So you can't really lay any blame on the Zor that we saw in Robotech Masters, because technically he's a clone. He just carries all of the DNA and the guilt of the original Zor, I guess. You know, all the consequences of the prior Zor's actions were laid at our Zor's feet, so to speak. But Marlene has done a fantastic job of really kind of understanding humanity, showing us how an Invid creation, so to speak, an Invid life form is able to understand humanity, even though, again, I understand that the concept of forgetting that you're an Invid and then understanding humanity, it's sort of a backwards process, but at the same time, I think it worked to great effect, because now that she's regained her memories, as you know, whatever was broken or not connected or wasn't making a connection in her, obviously has been filled because she remembers so much of their past now. And in doing all of that, now armed with the knowledge of what humans are really like, you know, and then being able to use that comparative to the masters, I think it was an excellent play. It was incredibly logical. It's very difficult to refute. And at the same time, I think that that type of approach, now, of course, we got the looming expeditionary force, but with that type of approach, that is the overture, that is the olive branch, that is diplomacy that could begin. And when they say, oh, you know, we can't share the planet, or Lunk even made that, like, no, hell no, we're going to keep fighting. That's all in the moment. That's all in the fire of battle. I think that once that smoke clears, I think that there is a very, and we've seen it before, the humans are very willing to share the planet. They did so with the Zentradi, you know. There was somebody that was responsible for the devastation of the planet, you know. Was it a universal acceptance? Absolutely not. But it doesn't have to be, not at first. It can be something where we can all just sit down and stop fighting. If we can stop fighting, the rest of it will work itself out. You know what I mean? Just keep the peace, holster the gun, put the mecha away. Let's talk and let's see what we can do. And I think they've got a shot at this, but that expeditionary force. At this point, I'm not sure what's going to stop them from descending and assaulting Reflex Point. They've been given orders by Rick. They're going to follow through. Rick's not there to kind of be the voice of reason, which I never, ever thought I'd say. But, you know, if anybody was going to be able to understand what was going on, I think Scott could make the pitch to Rick that would at least give him pause. He's been there. He's lived through this stuff before. With the Zentradi, he understands how it would work, but Rick is not present right now. And God, I just wish we could have just like one picture of Rick and Lisa and everybody, you know, everybody show back up. That'd be so cool. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool. I never wish for a remake, especially since I love Robotech so much, but man, if they could just go back and they don't have to change anything, the voice acting, none of it. They just maybe just fine-tune some of the animation and add a few scenes in. I don't even need Rick talking. I just need Rick, you know, just like there, just like showing up, you know, kind of a grayed out Admiral Hunter. Oh, that'd be just so cool. That would be so cool. But I digress. Friends, we have one adventure left, and I certainly hope that you will jump in your Veritech and join me on our final flight through this incredibly fantastic and a series that I have been waiting to watch for at least 40 years and has lived up to its billing, friends. And what can you say? So often things disappoint. Unless it's Robotech. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for a little Saturday morning React-Toons. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. But all that is then, and this is now. And now it's time to say goodbye for the second to last time in this, our Robotech adventure. So friends, where should we say goodbye from in this episode? Well, I was thinking about it during the episode and I thought, we have to be the voice of humanity, but we have to be the voice of humanity that is also willing to speak and to listen to the Invid. So I am putting us in the center of the hive inside Reflex Point. Friends, we are in as much danger as the rest of the freedom fighters. We are in the middle, the belly of the beast. Rick's group is ready to attack. The only way out of this is compromise. The only way out of this is understanding. The only way out of this, my friends, is to be the heroes that we have watched and the ones that we know will take this tale home. Friends, until such time as we can go home, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you at least one last time.